Okay, so I'm going to actually give you a few of my secrets today with this video, and only a few, not a whole bunch, but it's how to read a picture if it's a knitting pattern and what you're looking for and everything. I've actually got a reputation online for send the picture to Scarlett. She's likely to know what it is or where to find it or whatnot. So I figured I would share a few of my secrets, real basics, how to tell what a purl is, what a knit is, how many rows there are, if you've got two separate pieces being worked together, cabling, what lace is, what you're looking at, that kind of thing. So how about we take a trip in some of the basics of how to read a picture. And I'm using one of my own personal patterns that has never been published so that nobody can get offended that I'm teaching a horrible trick of how to read a picture. But this is how I do things. I don't generally like to do literal translations from needle knit to loom knit because it's usually more frustrating than it's worth. You'd do better to mimic it. See how you can mimic the pattern. My personal opinion, I'm all about easier. I don't want to give myself more work. But anybody who has the ability to do that, and I have complete and total respect for, complete. But me personally, I don't like doing literal translation from needle to loom. I think it's more of a pain than I would be willing to work in. So let's get started. This is the pattern I've never published. It's an Easter cloche for a baby. And this is what a knit looks like. You count however many is above and below for rows, and however many side for stitches. This is your purl. You do the same thing as you do for the knits to figure out the rows and the number of stitches. You count them. And that's your most basics there. Now, if you see stitches crossing each other, that is typically a cable crossing. So with this one, you see 3 circles. This means that that's 3 knits. And if it's even, then it's 6 stitches. And it's a 6 stitch right cable cross because the cable is crossing towards the right. Now you'll notice that it's a motif, a rabbit cable motif, and a lot of times you can research certain motifs like that. This is an eyelet, and it means that you usually have decreasing, you have yarn overs, you have knitting 2 together, and there's a variety of ways in the loom knitting world to do each of those things. And it's going in and researching what each of those different ways of doing things looks like. Now this shows that there's stitch work going one direction and there's stitch work going another direction, which means that these 2 pieces were done separately, and that means the brim could have been done after and sewn on or worked into the hat after the hat was completed. Now this is some basic reading of pictures, but it's, you might need more than one picture to figure out the pattern to translate it, but this is an easier way. There's more, but that's giving away my secrets. But there you go, that gets you started, and you can go from there.